thing.
We're picking languages. We do hast mich fragt. Okay, first permission access. Yeah,
that's fine. You can have it.
It's
Hello.
fine. Yes.
Good evening.
Greetings, Internet. I am Scandal.
And I am Lies, and we are checking out
Layton's Mystery Journey! Cottrell and the Millionaire's Conspiracy. So we actually bought this, what, 2 years ago? A year ago?
It was 2 years ago on Black Friday.
I know.
And it is available again for Black Friday,
right?
But we didn't buy it this time because we already had it. Woo! Anyway, so we are actually getting around to playing it.
Yay! So we're going to be playing this game in order to...
terms of use.
Yeah,
I accept.
Whatever they are, I believe you.
If it's something like my firstborn child, who
level
knows?
5 ID. Yes, that's fine.
It's fine. Oh my god.
Download.
Don't? Start playing immediately?
Download. Sure, that's fine. Don't link data. Don't care.
We
don't need to. We don't need to transfer the data. It's
That's
fine.
true. We don't. You've acquired an update reward. Winter Wonderwear. Okay, that's adorable.
Why not just call it Winter Underwear if you're gonna go that far with the pun?
But it's Wonderwear. Okay,
Yay!
new game. Now we're gonna start this
game.
All right. Enter a name for saved games. I don't know.
Okay.
Can we be Lies, Scandal?
Lies. Oh no, not very.
We cannot.
We could be lies.
We could be Lies. Can we do it like... No, there's no spaces
Yeah,
allowed.
that's fine.
Fine, we're just... Wait, hang on. We could be Lies, S. Oh, it won't do a period? It will. Will that work? Will you let us do it?
No.
Why not?
That's a no. That's a question mark, my friend. There's no period.
Dang it, there is no period. You're right. There's no period.
So just...
It's Lies.
It's fine. Just do Lies. It's fine.
Lies is fine. I will suffer.
Lies is fine. We'll do it.
It's okay. So Lies is holding the tablet, which is me.
Yeah.
The story and characters in this game are entirely fictional. Any resemblance to real persons is really just not our fault.
Entirely coincidental.
I'm sorry.
The default settings of the video playback is in the...
Oh dear, you have rotated?
You rotated.
No?
Why did you do that?
Hello? I don't know.
Oh no, it rotated.
Oh no, the whole thing rotated.
Oh no, hang on.
Hang on.
Oh, flip.
No?
No! No!
Fucking hell. I can't do it. It won't rotate. There we go!
No. Good gravy.
God damn it. Sorry, everybody. Where are you going? There's voice acting, which I didn't know.
Sorry, it was like...
It's like, I don't know why it rotated. We did
That
nothing.
was really abrupt. Hi, I'm actually doing a thing. Thank you, game.
Yes, thank you. Wow. Well,
I am a
thanks
sad
for...
child filled with depression and large forehead.
And nightgowns.
And huge eyes.
I'm made of nightgowns.
So that's Professor Layton is her dad?
I
That's
guess,
fascinating.
maybe.
So is he dead now?
Oh, it was maybe a bad dream. Oh, look
Oh.
at this art. This is cute. So in case you didn't know, I know nothing about this. I think Scandal knows a little bit
I
about
know
this.
an itty bitty teensy weensy.
Look at this animation. This is cute.
This is really cute. I know very little about Layton. I wanted to play Layton when it first, like, they released back on the Game Boy Advance, I want to say. Like, original stuff. So this is obviously continuation of the series.
Okay.
But a lot of it is just basically, you know, here's detective, adventure, you know, point and click kind of thing.
Look at how cute this is.
Wow. Also, her
footies,
feet
though,
were
wow. I know the
super
feet.
malformed.
Like,
what was
whoa.
that? She has stick legs?
She's very slim. It is okay.
Wow.
She cares
is
for her
tiny.
plant.
Her hair.
Some people just be tiny.
That's fine. They can be tiny. That's all right. Some people...
Those shoes. What are those shoes? Wow.
What is...
Like clogs.
My journey as a detective starts here.
It starts here. I'm so excited.
Hello.
Layton's mystery journey. It will be me.
I
will do it.
And the Millionaire's Conspiracy. So...
Oh, look at her. It looks
Aw.
like an anime. I'm
It
just like,
does.
this is a movie. Hi, welcome. We're going to watch a movie that lies and says it's a game.
It pretty much, which is fine.
I imagine it's
I've heard
totally a
these
game.
stories are... Like, the Layton series apparently has a pretty good reputation, but I don't know. Again, I never got to actually play...
So
the
we are going to play
originals.
this, and I am so happy to have you guys along. This
The
is
opening
super
theme
cute.
is girls.
It is.
Well, you know, what if it was...
Apple.
What if it was
Nope.
toenails?
What if it was boys?
What if it's
What if it was
boys?
non-binaries? The opening scene is non-binaries.
So who's her mom? The only person you care about is your dad? What about
You
your
don't
mom?
know. Maybe she doesn't have a mom. Maybe her dad spawned her out of the air.
He probably did. He found her on one of his quests.
He just budded, didn't there? She was. He discovered her.
Oh dear.
I've opened a detective agency on one of London's most happening streets.
What an adorable voice. Like, really.
In solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency's motto.
It's
The
so
Layton
cute.
Detective Agency's motto.
It's very
Can't
soft,
wait to
though.
find out what mysteries are waiting for me.
I can't wait to find out what mysteries are waiting for me. It's really cute.
It's very
You
cute.
must come and visit me if you have the time.
Oh, look, there she is setting up shop.
Catriel.
Catriel.
That's very cute.
That's super cute. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. A lady, and a tramp.
This is adorable.
Guys, I'm so glad you're here for this. This is the cutest.
I am very pleased.
Very pleased. Now, this was actually a pay-to-play game, and it is discounted for Black Friday.
Yep.
So if you're watching this right away, you can maybe go get it.
You there?
Yeah, you were there.
I'm a dog. Listen to me. It's
Your
very
dog with
important.
its tail.
How did we just watch one where somebody could understand a dog, and now we have another one?
Any mystery?
Oh, a talking dog.
Great.
Surprised?
It's only talking.
Only talking?
That's
It's
great.
you.
Any mystery?
I want some proof. Can you really solve any mystery?
We're
That-
watching
why
an
are we
anime
doing
together, you guys. I'm sorry.
We are. You joined us for an anime. You didn't know. We didn't know. It's
We
fine.
didn't either. It's okay. Oh,
Try
no.
your paw. She has paws and he can talk.
We can puzzle our
She
paws.
just said it. All right, here we go. This puzzle's worth 20 picarets. Like, well, the
Carrots, I guess?
care for a cake. All right, so we just go straight into puzzles.
The letter K has fallen down from the sign above the cake shop. Use the 3 triangles to make the letter K inside the box. You can move the triangles around by sliding them. You can rotate them by touching them. When the K is formed, the success message will be displayed automatically. Place the triangles carefully.
Okay, I think I got this. Oh dear. When you attempt a puzzle, be sure to read the explanation carefully. Touch the up arrow to the right of the puzzle. If you want the explanation. Okay, those. So I'm hoping that it's very much like this. Come on. Okay, so you're not actually in the box all the way, so you get to be fully in the box. I mean, like, I think...
That is the weirdest K, my friend.
I don't know, what do you think? I'm just guessing here. I could do it like... My thought was just to do it like this. But, like, how would you K?
This is a puzzle?
This is a puzzle.
Alright.
Now it's a fish. I don't know how you're supposed to make that kind of a K with these kinds of shapes, though.
That's my problem. I'm going
And
to...
how do you know when you're done? It's like it makes a click sound, but who knows?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Alright. Because for me, this would have to be the back of the K.
Right.
And if those are the front of the K, then you have to have it facing the other way.
Well, you can't because that's not how...
So are they supposed to be laid over then?
Can you lay it over?
Yeah, you can. But you're not going to be able to line up with that kind of a K. Because again, you can't get the same kind of back.
I don't.
Do you want to use a hint? Because this is wild.
This is weird.
Sure.
I...
Do we have 10 coins? We've already
We
paid
have-
for the game, so it doesn't have premium purchases outside of it, I don't think.
It's true. All the triangles need to be rotated. Wow, you're useless, garbage.
Well, we did rotate all of them.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm not good with, like, especially going, your letter... What?
Like, how do you know when you've gotten it?
It says it'll pop up, remember?
Alright. There's so many freaking options, though.
For a starter thing, this... Okay, I'm...
Yeah, hold on a second. Want to go again? Yes.
Right up against the right-hand edge of
Edge of the box.
If there is a gap...
It will not form the K correctly. So the big one goes right up against the right-hand side? Oh, you're making the outline of a K?
Is that what you're doing? You're kidding. It has to fit in the thing, so you need to move this up.
Well, I don't think it has to fit at the edge of the thing, but...
Oh, so you
You're
didn't...
making the outline of a K. See?
Yep. Okay, that's...
You're not making the shape of the K, you're making the outside of a K. That's interesting.
That's...
Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Alright, well, there we go. And Now we've got an idea of that. I mean, the first ones are always hard because you're trying to figure out what you're doing. You did it! The sign is fixed and the shop is open again. Care for a cake, anyone?
You mean...
That was wild. Well, thanks for coming along for that. Both a commodity you earn by completing puzzles and a measure of puzzle difficulty. The higher the puzzle's pick-a-rat value is, the harder the puzzle will be. Each time you get a puzzle wrong, the available pick-a-rats diminish, so think carefully before you answer. The special end-of-game save includes some bonuses, among which you'll find a top-secret file. The more pick-a-rats you've amassed while playing the game, the more earth-shattering the revelations you'll find inside of it. Puzzle over, care for cake, has been added to the puzzle index. Interesting. Hello, Doug.
You seem to be up to scratch.
This is going to be a movie that you unlock slowly through puzzles.
Why don't you step inside?
This is wild.
I'm
like, did we just buy an entire anime that you just have to unlock the different scenes through puzzles?
I'm fine with that.
We might have done that. I would be charmed by such a thing.
But I'm also like,
that was not enough context.
Also,
at all.
I'm going, the shapes of that... Okay, I'm irritated by that simply because the style of the lettering did not match what the thing you ended up doing with the K.
It's
at
true.
all. That made no sense.
Right. It was hard to figure out based on a font, a really distinctive font.
Right then. And I have total amnesia.
You don't remember where you come from.
Dog with amnesia.
You don't remember why you talk.
I just remember my parents. It might make more sense.
Specifically your parents.
Not really me. I don't
Like
even
not
know
the
if
rest
I'm
of your
really
life.
Is that
You
No, that's not all.
have like a cat tail, dude.
Really am.
Like you don't wag your tail, you swoosh it and you bend it and such.
Come on. I'm a talking dog.
It's true, should be worth something,
got
right?
anything else?
Oh dear.
A diabolical box that kills you? A letter from the future?
Oh lord.
A relic from an ancient civilization?
Oh dear.
Nothing like that?
She's a little fanciful.
She is.
I was hoping
It's
for
something
bigger mysteries.
Perhaps it's fake. All right then. Any clues?
I love that she doesn't think a docking dog is interesting.
At all, which is wild.
Not everyone can be talking.
It's very rare to find someone who can, actually.
Alright.
That dog, it just spoke.
Well, now you found two. Good
It
job.
just spoke!
Who are you, young man?
Here's another rare someone who can hear you talk.
Who's this?
Apparently, he's my assistant. I told him I don't need help, but he won't listen.
Not going to listen to you at all.
No one wants that. What's all this about, Miss Layton?
I'm afraid of a talking dog.
Wants me to solve the mystery of who he is and where he comes from.
And why he has a cat tail.
We've had our first inquiry.
Incredible, miss. Such a fascinating case from day one.
Well, actually,
Reputation obviously
I was hoping for a better
precedes you.
case.
You know, one that has people dying in it and whatnot, because I love murder.
Ernest. Ernest Greaves, miss.
How do you end up with an assistant that you don't know who is?
That is a very weird
That's
question.
just what he's like.
Ernest Greaves. Yep, name sounds like you. Accurate. These cutscenes are so long.
They are.
Like, wow.
I can't even remember my own name.
Aw.
Oh no.
Do you remember anything else at all?
I mean, you must have walked here from somewhere.
Memory of a tower or something falling down. And then lightning crashing across the sky.
Yeah, but like, where were you before you walked up to her?
Much to go, is it? Who are you?
It certainly isn't. I'm not with the case at the moment,
So why not? We'll give it a try. Because I'm bored.
You will? Well, that's great.
But I must insist on my fee, even for a man's best friend.
It's true.
Yeah,
I'm
of
not
course.
Paul.
I'm not,
not
Paul.
Paul.
Well, here's the paperwork then.
You'll need a name.
Now, you'll need a name. How about Cheryl?
Cheryl?
You said you
I
could
heard
remember
Cheryl,
Sir,
but like that's what that read. That's exactly
Cheryl.
what I read. That's
inspiration from the famous Sherlock Holmes.
Cheryl for Sherlock. Got it.
That's ridiculous.
Being named after such a prestigious figure, I mean.
Like I say, who asked you anyway?
That's true. He doesn't like the assistant.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cheryl O.C. Coombs. Cheryl is a great name.
For a girl.
Yeah, for girls.
Yeah.
Well.
Stop calling me that.
Surely there's no need to get angry.
Surely.
Are you in?
Yeah, just working with a dog. No worries.
It's fine.
Inspector
Oh, wow.
Hastings.
You
Wow,
are a lot
are
of head.
Character.
You have a lot of head, dude.
You are a caricature, actually.
Yeah, more like. Sure. No?
I kind of want to say no because part of me wants to be a dick and go back and go do that puzzle over again
And do it faster with no hands?
and not mess. Yeah, because I'm like the hints feel like they're important, but also it doesn't matter. So
We can always
I
start
think-
another game later
that's true.
and then go from there. But for
It's
right
fine.
now,
Mm, wink.
Boink. Saving one file. Lies.
Yay.
The Layton Detective Agency.
Woo!
Yeah,
I know.
you are a lot of head, dude. Ah, here we go. Inspector Hastings, whatever is the matter? You look positively beside yourself.
Yep, see, I think it feels like this was the format
You won't believe what's happened.
for maybe a DS, probably.
Who's a loudmouth, long-nosed nut?
Jack. He's Knack. He's got more colour than me. This is Inspector Hastings, Shell, from Scotland Yard. Despite appearances, he's actually responsible for ensuring London's safety.
What's that mutt doing here? Don't tell me you've got and bought yourself a pet cat.
A pet? A pet? Do I look like a pet? Don't answer that.
You have a more normal tail now. Oh, it looks so Inspector Hastings can't understand what you're saying, Cheryl.
Of course he can't. Like I said, it's an exclusive club. Most people just hear woofs and barks.
And yet, in a straw poll of those present here, 2 out of 3 are in the club. Very exclusive.
God, you're such a shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't help it if Super Snitch here isn't one of your enlightened ones.
What are you muttering about, cat? Sorry, Inspector. To answer your question, no, Cheryl here isn't a pet. Rather, he's my very first client. The first to have signed on the dotted line and enlist my services.
Well, strictly speaking, miss, he can't sign anything. He's digitally impaired. We're
his
now
digits.
oh my god! But also that's a pun. That's a multi-layered pun because we're doing a digital thing.
Digitally impaired because of, yes. An excellent observation, Ernest. Let me rephrase that then. The first to have put his paw print on my paperwork. So some kind of wind-up. Well, anyway, we haven't got time to be discussing pets. I've got a case I need you on, Cat, and I need you on it right now. How intriguing. Why the urgency? And why do you need me in particular, Inspector? Because we all know you're the best. You've proved that when you helped me out in the past.
Except that this
With
was
your
her
little-
first day.
Well, in her own agency. She might have been working with someone else before she opened her own agency. It's possible. With your little grey cells on this case, we'll have it solved in no time. I think. I hope. Well, probably.
His confidence in you is inspiring, Cat. Don't you worry, Inspector. There's not a case in the world Miss Layton couldn't crack.
Any mystery solved. That's the Layton Detective Agency motto, you know? Well, let's hope you can put your money where your mouth is, because we need all the help we can get on this one. Perhaps it's time you told us what has actually happened, Inspector. Well, it's hard to believe. To be honest, I mean, you never expect something like that to get nicked. Something's been stolen. A burglary case, is it? Of sorts, yeah, but not your average run-of-the-mill burglary. This affects everyone in London, in the whole of Britain. Did they steal the Queen?
Gosh, really? Whatever could be so important?
They did. They nicked the Queen.
I would nick the Queen, you know what? Screw
I
that.
think you better just come to the scene. I'll explain everything. Let's bring the dog, too. That sounds like a very good idea. Lead the way.
Oh, hello? Isn't that little matter we're forgetting here?
I heard you
What
first.
about you figuring out my true identity?
Oh, yes. Well, the trouble is, this new case just sounds a lot more interesting.
Don't
and
worry.
I might be kind of a bitch.
That's fine. She actually is kind of rude. Interesting. You decide which cases to investigate based on how interesting they are, do you?
Exactly. I'm glad you understand. Wow!
Wow!
Wow! Wow!
Pardon me for only being a talking dog. I really must try harder to be more interesting.
Yeah, more interesting would help me out.
Oh, now, Shirley, don't be like that. Your case is important to us, but we're experiencing a high volume of inquiries at present, and I'm coming up with excuses for my employer. You've had one new inquiry.
Which is a high
One.
volume, based on just starting and only having 2 altogether.
Except that, she solved other cases before.
Doing
Never mind.
working
Clearly the inspector has his knickers in a twist about something. Let him jump the queue if he has to.
You poor doggy. That's very complacent of you. Good. That's settled then. Now let's get to the scene and start investigating.
Why is it when you start playing cute girl characters, they just all become shits?
All the time, because, we're privileged white girls and we get to be.
Like, it's really kind of insulting.
I'm
actually.
traditionally attractive and therefore I can have whatever I want and I'm entitled because clearly I also
And I'm smart and capable.
am in good economic standing given that I had my own giant flat. And I've now opened my own business just down the road. It happens to be to Big Ben. As it happens to Big Ben. Big Ben? The Elizabeth Tower, I presume. Not Burley Benjamin, who lives a few doors down, surely. Wow.
Aye.
Well,
We
here's
are-
Big Ben. Case 01.
The hand that feeds.
feeds.
Okay, well, would you like to pause so we can just, do intros to various different things? Because it seems like, a prologue, good introduction.
I mean, how far in are we? We're at 20 minutes. I think we
That's
could
not
go one more round.
All right, fine.
If you don't mind.
We'll do a
terribly.
prologue in the first case, or at least the first part of it.
We'll do the first section of this, but this is going to be a series. We're going to go all the way through this thing.
This seems great.
Did they steal one of the hands?
It is
They
gone.
did. They stole a hand. That's great.
What about all the other
faces?
faces? You smartass. What
That's
about
you.
the other faces, though? I'm like, you guys are throwing there are other faces.
That's fine.
Good gracious. The hand! It's missing!
Is it only missing on this side, or as my dear Scandal said?
And I don't think they are, because you can actually see it in the background really briefly.
I'm afraid so. It was reported to us this morning. So that's what it's all about. One of the hands from the clock tower has been stolen. 4 of the hands? Unbelievable, isn't it? We gotta catch the hooligan who did it and get him back. Quick, smart.
Get the hand back.
But there are 4 clock faces on the Elizabeth Tower, aren't there? Even if this 1 hour hand is missing, the other 3 faces will show the correct time, surely.
That's right. I mean, certainly, it may be a little inconvenient, perhaps, but to describe this as affecting all of Britain, isn't that rather an exaggeration?
The little floating dog in the front. I'm
It's
like,
sort
you
of.
look more like an icon. It would be so charming if we could just see the top of your head.
Oh, right? It would be
Or
great.
if you sat in the back a little bit, because you look a little distressed floating by his side like a handbag.
Dog bag.
Yeah, my better half said the same thing, but it's much worse than a bit of inconvenience not knowing the right time. Problem is, we do a visit tomorrow from Ambassador Fodufia, which I don't know how to pronounce that, so I guessed.
Faux du fafa is what I read.
Fodufafa. It's Fodufafa.
Oh, yes, I remember reading about it in the Times. It's the anniversary of the Treaty of Rome, isn't it? But what does that have to do with the Elizabeth Tower?
The ambassador is going to be received in a venue inside of the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. And as a symbol of the timeless friendship and cooperation between our 2 lands, they plan on giving him a present. A pendant modelled on the hands of Big Ben. Oh dear.
Why does that matter?
Yup. So you can only imagine that the conversation's got to turn to the subject of the clock tower at some point, and it's not going to look too clever if the hands the pendant is modelled on have been half-inched somewhere by some low-life scoundrel and the Met can't catch. I got this. Obviously, it'll be plastered all over the foreign press as well. It's a bloomin' disgrace is what it is. I see. So that's why you're intent on tracking down the culprit and recovering the missing hands before tomorrow's engagement. Exactly. Really need your help on this one, Kate. You've so much head, man. Of course, I'll do everything I can. Our national pride is at stake here, as you say. Well, that's a relief. I was worried you'd turn me down. Obviously, Scotland Yard will be carrying on with its own investigation at the same time. It's all hands on deck. I've got officers scouring the area around the tower, so you can ask them if you've got any leads. Leave it to me, Inspector. We'll get started at once. Poor dog.
Gosh, miss, it's so rousing when you take the bull by the horns like this. Just, would you grab my horns?
Oh, no. No, wait a minute.
You won't grab my horns? What? No.
No horns for you. Come on. Well, as this is our first case since the establishment of the Layton Detective Agency, just ignore the dog, I'd better show you the ropes. Let me explain how I like to carry out my investigations. Oh, that's why he's completely new, so she can explain to him and explain to us at the same time.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, yes, please do, Miss Layton.
Here we are. Firstly, touch the magnifying glass Investigate icon at the corner of the lower half of the screen to switch into investigation mode. Good to know. In investigation mode, the cursor on the upper half of the screen changes to be a magnifying glass. Good to know too. Slide on the screen as if you were drawing a line to move the magnifying glass around. Glad you're excited about this. Sometimes, when you move the magnifying glass over a particular point, it will turn orange. When you identify a point of interest like that, tap briefly on the lower half of the screen to find out what's there. Okay, so go here, go there, got it. It's not like the touch and slide motion you use to move the magnifying glass around. It's a short peck. Also, you can investigate anything that catches your eye on the upper screen simply by touching it. So you don't have to move it around, you can also pip.
It's probably better to slide around. So slide on the lower half of the screen to move the magnifying glass around, then tap to investigate. All right, I think I've got the hang of that.
Sounds pretty simple. All right.
Got the hang of licking her boots. Yep. I mean, you're a fast learner, Pinstripes.
I mean, I do want her to grab my horns.
I do really wanted to grab my
So,
house.
let's go straight down to business and start investigating. Let's start with the top of the lamppost, shall we? All right, here we go. Let's see if we
Alright.
understood the instructions. Yep. You found a hint coin. Well, that's good. See, we're already getting him back already.
Nope, okay. Golly, a little coin dropped down. Look!
Yes, that's a hint coin. They can buy you hints when you're solving puzzles. Of course, like real money, once you've spent them, they're gone. So only use them when you really need to. Like when you have no explanation of what you're doing and you haven't hit the tutorial yet, but you're still in a puzzle. You find them hidden in all sorts of places, so leave no stone unturned, and no floating dog either.
No floating dog unturned. I see. So hint coins are shy little creatures, are they?
They're creatures now. Come on, cat. What are you dawdling there for, eh? The case, woman, the case. Now, Inspector. Less haste, more speed. Investigation needs to be carried out carefully, and above all, you must record everything at each step. All right, here we go.
All right, cool.
Teaching Grandma to suck eggs, aren't you? Let's just go over the most important items in my bag. Yeah, I think getting through the tutorial before we
Yeah.
end this episode is a good idea.
Yeah, we can do that.
Touch the bag icon in the corner of the lower half of the screen to open up the bag menu. That's good to know. Cat's journal contains all my notes about the investigation so far. Very useful for recapping. Hopefully we'll just be able to watch our own video for recapping.
Oh, great.
To archive the case history, choose Save from the menu. That'll make a record of the story so far. This is the puzzle index. Any puzzles we encounter are recorded in here, so you can tackle ones you've already completed again if the mood takes you. We can go make the K one more time.
Oh, boy.
If you also delve into my wardrobe from time to time, it can pop into some different outfits. We can walk you around in a Christmas dress. We know that because we got it at the beginning.
Yay!
Ah! Blimey, you got enough in that bag of yours, cat?
Ever heard of tidying? It's this crazy idea where you actually get rid of stuff you don't need. I'm not making a commentary on, capitalistic and materialistic culture at all, but,
Especially since I don't wear clothes or carry objects of any kind.
I just have droopy ears.
Oh no, it's specifically fine as it is. It's perfectly fine as it is. The trick with any handbag is to know where to find everything and what to use when. Good, that's covered the fundamentals of the investigation process. Now it's time to put theory into practice and investigate the clock tower.
Clocks are awfully high off the ground, though, aren't they?
Then you must zoom in, Ernest.
Zoom in, miss? How do you do that?
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one, isn't it?
Oh, you're going to take your eyeballs.
Sometimes you may notice the magnifying glass colour changing to blue instead of orange while you're investigating, because we're all Broncos fans here.
Primo.
That indicates a place where you can zoom in and take a closer look. All you have to do is tap the lower half of the screen. All right, so you find it and then you tap down there.
Very natty.
Well, it's extremely important to be thorough when you're investigating, you see? So, why don't you zoom in now and take a closer look at the clock face? All right, well, let's give it a shot. Up here. Whoa. And then the bottom half of the screen? We have all floating now.
Pretty much. It's true. The shorthand really is missing, because I might need glasses.
Oh, but of course, the other clock faces all have both hands. Yeah, it's only the one on the side that the short hand's been taken. The other three are unaffected.
Oh, so it's just one shorthand that we're looking for?
Even a shorthand from one of the clocks on Big Ben's clock tower would be a very sizable object. Not something that would disappear easily. Obviously, we searched all around the clock face, as well as the base of the tower. But that hand's just disappeared into thin air. This is turning into a very interesting case indeed.
A quarter of London doesn't know what time it is, and you call it interesting, like a talking dog.
All right, now that we know what we're dealing with, and I've ignored all of the dog's sly comments, it's time we started investigating.
Yay!
We should start by stepping back and looking at the bigger picture again. So touch zoom out on the lower half of the screen. Well, if I can see it, I'll do it. Zoom out. Pip. Done! Oh, the people were there, and then they were gone.
Where do we start, Miss Layton?
He's so eager, his little face. I'm so ready. Well, time is of the essence. We have to solve this before Ambassador Food-Doofafa arrives tomorrow.
Food-Fafa.
Food-Fafa. I think I'm going to say it differently every time.
Faduafa.
Food-Fafa. Fox do poo-poo. All right, let's begin by asking Inspector Hastings' team what they've learnt so far.
That's right. Why do the work yourself when you get someone else to do it for you? Actually, Cheryl, I will have to argue with you. Yes, that's why.
Let's not reinvent the wheel. Let's ask someone who already has one.
However, sometimes it does. So for his point as well,
Yes.
in any environment, sometimes it's good to actually go back and do it yourself.
It is, and
And
then
it's usually like helpful, especially if you guys can't come up with anything. Sometimes new eyes really does help. Y'all are failing your perception checks. Let someone else roll.
it can also be
know.
really good to look yourself and then cross-reference your information
Uh-huh.
afterwards before you're sort of tainted with their filtered impression.
Yep, pretty much.
Nonsense, Cheryl. We can't afford to duplicate effort, that's all. So she has
Of course.
1 point, but she's also missing other points. So there's different ways about it. But it can be really good to look with fresh eyes and then cross-reference your information.
Mhm.
Come along then, you two. No time to lose. Oh, he's so
Oh,
earnest.
coming, miss.
If I had horns, would you grab them?
Are you sure those thingies on your head aren't horns?
All right, see what Inspector Hastings
Can
has
you
to
drag
say.
around and see if there's like other things?
Ooh,
There
I
are.
can't. All right, so
No. So you have to have it on the thing that turns it orange.
yeah, not too much. It's hard to see through your finger. Okay, that is definitely.
Well, that is not where the finger
Okay, so
is.
he turns orange.
Oop.
Whoa, something else turned orange. What else turned orange?
It was the tree. Left. Oh my god, left! That's right!
This tree?
Ah, it's rather pleasant here with all the greenery, don't you think?
That's so helpful, sir.
Flavor text. Also, I was very confused
Like,
going,
wow.
why is the hand slowly running away from you?
Yeah, that's weird. Like, the controls are a little odd. Okay, we don't need it. Ooh, here we go. Hip.
At noon every day, the bell of Big Ben sounds.
Well, these aren't very helpful. Can you still do this? No, it goes away. Hang on.
Pwip, pwip. You missed. There you go.
Coin!
More
You found a
coin.
hint coin. I'll look at all of them now, because you know what? That's what I'm going to do. Oh,
Yep, this is what
there's
everybody wants to do.
It's
Oh,
just-
nope, it is that section.
It's
though.
right there. It's another hint coin!
Ooh.
They're trying to help you out in the beginning because, you know, you don't know what you're doing. Is it more? Or
Maybe.
the same one? No, it's just the same thing.
That's wild.
Alright. So you can move it without being on top of it. That's helpful. Not in the bushes. Still detective. Not in these bushes. Not the people. This lamp? Nope, not this lamp. These steeples.
I feel like it should be much bigger, because that thing is so small,
Oh,
you could
hang
spend
on.
like 6 hours going, I have to comb over this thing. Ah, the Elizabeth Towers actually joined the Palace of Westminster. I see.
Have you
I've
not
never
lived
lived
for
here.
very- I was going to say, you haven't lived here for very
I'm
long, have you?
new. The accent is newly invented just for me.
I've just never been outdoors before. I was indoors my whole life, and then I went to work for Miss Layton, which is why I love her so much. She's taking me outside for the very first time. Inspector Hastings, can you summarise what you found out so far? Not a fat lot, really. There was a bobby on the beat here last night who confirmed nothing was amiss at 11:50.
So a bobby is a cop, just in case y'all don't know.
Excellent. It wasn't until 6 this morning that we had a report from a stun local who happened to glance at the clock. We came to confirm the report straight away and found it to be true. The hour and was all well and truly gone.
I'm surprised that he had one H gone, but not the other H gone. That was very confusing. She
It was a little
our
bit.
End.
Yeah, I was going to say our end, and then I was reading it and going, hang on. So 11:50 last night, the clock was fine, but by 6 this morning, the hand was missing.
That's quite
So we got
a lot
a
of time.
6.5 hour window. We're looking at a window of about 6 hours in which the crime was committed. I count 6.5.
Why couldn't it be around midnight?
That's about to size it up.
So my question is, so did it ding dong? Because the thing is so if it,
Right, did it toll? Is it
did
still
toll?
tolling?
And also going, how does that then work? So there's you're already answering that question, and going like, all right,
That's about the size of it.
or at least
Yup.
bringing that forward.
He said, yup.
Yup.
And wasn't there anybody else who looked at the clock tower in that 6 hour window? You'd think so. We're looking into that now. I've got officers asking locals if they saw anything.
There must be someone who looked at the clock in all that time.
No doubt if we went door to door, we could find some witnesses. We just don't have that kind of time. Or manpower.
So we just have to manage with what we know already, you mean?
Pretty much. And those hands are massive. We're taking someone a fair old while to make off with it, that's for sure. 6 hours. All right, let's see. Oh, is it a puzzle now?
No, it's pieces.
Oh, fit the clue into the right place. That shouldn't be too bad.
That's right there.
6 hour window. You found a clue. 6 hour window.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
All right, well, that's a thing.
Sure.
According to the as your investigation progresses, you'll unearth certain key pieces of information. Key pieces, ha ha ha, that form clues. Each case has 6 clues to uncover, and once you've found all 6, you'll be able to solve the case. Clues may arise from statements that appear to have nothing to do with anything. You can use your sleuthing skills. Can you use your sleuthing skills to piece it all together? If you want to look at the clues you've gathered so far, open Catriel's bag and look at the current case file. She's got everything in her bag. When you need to
She's got the whole kitchen
refresh
sink.
your memory about the case file's a place to look, including if you need the kitchen sink or maybe a herring sandwich.
How about the dog?
According to Inspector Hastings, the clock hand must have been stolen in roughly a 6-hour window between 11:50 p.m. last night. Okay, 10 minutes. 6 hours and 10 minutes. 6 a.m. this morning. Collect all the clues necessary to solve the case. Touch any clue to see the detailed explanation about its possible relevance. All right. That's it. That's the relevance.
All right.
All right, so are we there yet? Case files have been added to Cat's bag. Oink!
Ah, it's so exciting to be investigating a case at last. What do we do first, miss?
Well, we'll start by interviewing members of the public, Ernest.
Gosh, that sounds like proper detective work.
Let-
Like with me.
If you weren't so unprofessional with my case, I might actually respect what you're doing.
You jerk.
Let's find out if anyone around here has noticed what's wrong with the clock tower, and if they might have useful information for us, such as that their grandmother always watches the clock strike 2 a.m. or 3 because it's the witching hour, and so she would know because she's on this side of the face.
There's rather a lot of passerby here, aren't there? How do we know who to ask?
The more people we talk to, the better. Let's just get started.
When there's more than one place to investigate next, you'll see multiple magnifying glass icons displayed in the lower half of the screen in the investigation mode.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
We can look at more than one place.
Once you have examined one of those places, it will be marked with a tick icon.
That's nice. At least this is fairly thorough.
So keep an eye on the magnifying glass icons and tick icons in the lower half of the screen as you're hunting for clues as they bury themselves into your flesh.
Because if you don't use all of them, then you might just be sad.
Oh, bloop.
Oh, now we've got to start interviewing. Okay, so do we want to stop here or do we want to get through this?
I think now sounds good.
Okay, so we're just going to stop here for this episode, and then we're going to pick up right here for our next episode.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us, guys. I am Scandal.
And I am Liz. It was lovely to have you along. A lot of our...
If you like our content.
Yeah, so if you like our content, we'd love it if you'd check out more, or if you do feedback, or if you do
So
comments.
like, comment, and subscribe. No.
All of that. But also go look at our other videos if you thought this was fun. We do a lot of voice acting, though we also do a lot of ridiculous humor, and sometimes we just about die laughing on our videos. And some of them are a little less serious than this because they have less voice acting that's possible.
All right.
So anyway, thank you for coming along with us. We would love to hear from you if you have suggestions, and take care of yourself out there.
Drink water, eat food, be well.
Bye!